Hello students, I hope you all are safe at home. Today I am going to explain you lesson number 11 and the name of the lesson is Devotion towards the Almighty. So let us start the lesson. So children, you can see picture 11.1, various ways of worship. In olden days, common man did not study much. The worker class, that is, laborers, used to obtain vocational training so that they could learn various skills. People believed in traditional religious beliefs, and following religion had just become a show off. Idol worship also started in that period. People were more scared of religious heads and saints than kings. Blind faith and superstitions were widespread. Many people took undue advantage of this. On one hand, people respected religious books such as Vedas, Puranas, etc. Whereas, on the other hand, they were completely ignorant about the truth and fundamental of these books. Both Hindu and Muslims considered charity as a moral duty and a part of religious act. Many priests, saints, etc. misguided people and made them stop following the religion. They then claimed themselves above the religion. They took undue advantage of people's ignorance and became supreme authority of the kingdom and also made their own lives lavish. Owing to all these reasons, the Bhakti movement started in India. You have already learned about the advent of Muslim during the Sultanate era in the previous chapter. Though they spread Islam in India, Hinduism remained the main religion and retained its status. All religions felt the need to spread awareness to remove ignorance. For this, the saints started a different religious revolution in religion, culture, etc. Let us learn about those saints now. Next is Vallabh Acharya. Vallabhacharya was born in 1479 CE in Champaran in a Telugu Brahmin family. He followed Vaishnavism, the religion of his family. He studied the Vedas, Vedants, Darshan, Sutras, Dharmashastras, Puranas, and history in depth in Banaras. He traveled around the whole world to propagate his religious belief. He went from Rameshwar to Haridwar and from Dwarka to Jagannath Puri thrice to promote the Pushti Marga sect. During his pilgrimage, he organized Srimad Bhagavad Kathas, and the places where these discourses were organized is known as Baithak. According to him, Brahma is a pure and unbounded soul, and Krishna is the only Purna Purushottam Par Brahma, that is God. He therefore felt that bhakti was the only way to seek freedom from the cycle of birth and death and to attain salvation. This religion could be followed by anybody without any distinction of caste, color, or creed. Thus, Vallabhacharya's importance and contribution in the Bhakti movement is immense. Now, next is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the last guru or preacher in the Acharya tradition in Vaishnavism. He was born in 1485 CE in the famous educational place Navdeep, Nadia, in Bengal. He became well known because of his love for meditation. The depth of his devotion knew no bounds. He popularized the chant of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Within a short span, this month spread all over Bengal. People of any caste would join his Kirtan Mandali. People even started having Kirtan in their homes. He spread the message of Krishna Bhakti in different corners of states. He propagated this sect without any distinction on the basis of caste, color, and creed in such a way that it created integration and brotherhood among the people. He asked the people to pass their days in God's service and chant his name. Now student, I will explain you the further topic in my next video. Thank you.